To DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Indiana Hoosiers taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. So Indiana's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Gets open down the middle.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the ball is picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense starts with a short field. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Dropping back, it's Francis. He looks that one in nicely. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's West. Off he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
1st and goal, Indiana.
He'll set up to throw. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Smashes through. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Toss to the left. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Becker. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. To the air, it's Francis. Fires to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. How He saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking downfield, it's Francis. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's off to the races. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field,
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking to throw, it's Francis. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Here comes the offense on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Hampton. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's West. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Going up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quick strike complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hampton. Looking to the big tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. They want to just keep throwing it. With the catch, it's Johnson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Those drag routes, it just takes a little. Quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense in the hurry-up.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. They didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Offense lining up quickly. To the air, it's Francis. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. At the 20, he's got space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Northern Illinois looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go right back to him. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down, using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Scanning the field, it's Francis. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. They'll run it from the gun. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. So after the first down run, here's second down. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Buying some time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's open on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running for that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. Follow the block. The offensive line will take it to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Comes out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Becker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Tackle is made after the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Give to the running back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass. It's Hampton. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Over the middle, it's Lewis. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Northern Illinois right back to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Play number 9 on this drive. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wants to throw. It's Hampton. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Final minute of the play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Corner's going to give them room. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Back to pass, it's Francis. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Hoosiers have taken it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Reed. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Takes the handoff. It's Clowney. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Direct snap. Headed to the end zone. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games,